Lifers podcast. Get with it or get forgotten.
I gotta see that. I didn't catch
Come on,
that.
let you knock me out, John.
You think I would just let you kill me?
I mean, that's a true trilogy for sure. The
100%.
winner of the third wins. You know what's not a true trilogy? Chuck and Tito. I mean, that's weird how it ended, but still.
No.
That
Trilogy
last
is
fight,
trilogy
that
is
last
one.
fight was just that last.
I don't
fight
count
was
that last
terrible.
fight. Tito got whooped twice.
That wasn't real.
It wasn't eye poke. There
You
wasn't
didn't
eye
actually
poke
fight.
the second
You didn't
time.
fight Chuck Liddell. You fought the ghost of Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
You fought like a Chuck Liddell impersonator from.
That was like a
Vegas.
vegetable version of fucking
Yeah.
Chuck.
It was really bad. You know what's a true trilogy as well? Junior Dos Santos and Cain Velasquez.
I can agree with that.
Same thing with Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard.
Boy, I thought you was about to say BJ Penn. Really, stop.
Those two, wasn't it?
They had three. That last one just wasn't real.
Oh, last one was really bad. Beat him to a pulp,
really
right?
bad. BJ Penn looked
Yeah.
weird. He looked weird.
So there was a one where it was like a split decision. The second one was unanimous.
Yeah, everybody thought BJ won the first one, but Frankie won it. Frankie clearly won the second one, and then the
Beat the
third one.
brakes off
The
of him.
third one was just sad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
BJ's still trying to like. Hey, like, can I get another fight, Dana? Listen, I got.
He's a crackhead for fights, bro. He fight people in the streets. He don't care.
Oh, shout out to Jim Miller winning his fight. I forgot what fight.
Yeah, and he made like $208,000. He made the most.
Shout
of
out
the
to
card. It was
Jim
crazy.
Miller, man.
He's like, yeah, book me again. I want another
Right?
fucking bag. Like, what are you
Hell
talking
yeah.
about?
I mean, that's somebody who's lost to Dan Hooker. Like, he's fought the who's who in the lightweight division.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
This
Poirier. He was doing good
yes.
against Poirier too when they fought.
Jim
He
Miller.
fought Miller too.
Who?
Poirier.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't even keep track of how many people. Like
Listen,
same thing with the
If
Cowboy.
anybody's made a career out of fighting, it's definitely been Jim Miller.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like all those guys that came over, a lot of them that came over from WEC
WC, yeah.
at the same time, like they just were scrappy dudes. Like they just fight a lot. They fought everybody too.
Yo, WC was one of my favorites.
My
Good days.
my favorite promotion.
That's why I fell in love with Carlos Condit, Chael Sonnen,
I met Jose Aldo. That's where I met Jose.
Aldo,
It changed my life.
Anthony
my life.
Pettis. I mean, all
I
these-
personally love Pride.
Pride is
I
dope.
never watched Pride. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't watch Pride when it was happening, but I
watched like later on, like the latest version of Pride that they had, but that was it. I never watched like the oldest stuff.
Okay.
I enjoy ONE FC and Bellator as well.
Yeah, ONE FC is nice. I
Great.
do enjoy Bellator as well.
We will have to start covering those topics whenever those decide to open
Yeah,
back
when it
up.
gets
I miss
back.
Bellator. They're in the middle of a 145-pound tournament. They're just
I
stacked.
know a good tournament too.
Dude, people don't know who AJ McKee is, and it's a damn shame.
Boy, they're gonna learn. AJ McKee's legit, and he's good everywhere.
And
Who's
his
the
dad
champ-
fights,
who's the
too.
champion right now?
Yeah.
Is it to establish the 145 champion?
The champion right now is Patricio or Patricio?
Patricio? Yeah, I always get
Patricio's the older.
names mixed up. Yeah,
Yeah, me too. But
yeah.
Patricio
Patricio's the good one, the good pit
he's
bull.
legit.
Okay.
He
And he's
knocked
doing,
out Michael Chandler,
Yeah,
which blew my
And
mind.
Michael Chandler can say whatever.
wait, that was at ONE FC? I don't know why I was thinking that was at Bellator.
No, that was Bellator.
Yeah.
Crazy. We'll have to dive into a Bellator only episode next week.
Hey, I'm with it.
Well,
I know.
So who do we have in this fight on with the main card?
2 weeks, and we've got the title fights.
So we
should
got-
dive into
Triple
that.
title fights.
I got Usman beating Burns. You got
Same.
Burns?
I think Usman takes it as well.
I think Usman
Yeah.
takes it. Oh, that one.
Usman unanimous decision.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then second fight is Volkanovski Holloway, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Volkanovski 21-1. That blows my mind.
Volkanovski's gonna beat Holloway again.
You think?
He hasn't had enough time to adjust. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat him by leg kicks. I mean, it wasn't like he was hurting Max. Maybe I'll point it.
No, in the sense of Max couldn't do like volume striking like he wanted to because of the power
Yeah.
differential. And if he couldn't volume
Because the leg
strike, then
kicks
what will he change? What can he change?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up, but part of me feels like Volkanovski will defend. But
I just don't like immediate turnarounds. Not obviously
Not
Volkanovski
that he's
didn't
not
start him.
deserving.
He didn't start him or anything, and
Yeah.
you could obviously Holloway is a legit champion and stuff like that. I just don't like them when they're so quick. Like if you haven't had time to, and maybe he has. I don't know.
I mean, when did they fight though? It's been a while, no?
Yeah,
It was earlier this year. It had to be.
I would
Was it?
think so.
Or was it last year? The end of last year?
Oh, it might have been in last year, like on the last card of the year, I believe. But I don't know, man. As much as we want to see Max win, it's gonna be a tough
Volkanov, yeah.
out.
If Holloway wins, I don't think he knocks him out.
If either of them win, I think they win unanimous decision.
You think so? I think Volkanovski has a chance to knock out Holloway.
Good luck.
Okay, they fought December 14th
Yeah.
last year.
I mean,
As much as I like that rematch, I mean, I think Max deserves the immediate rematch. No question.
For sure.
But,
I think this cements Max's legacy. If he can
Especially if he wins it back.
become a champion.
Yeah.
that'll create a trilogy, though. If he wins it, it's gonna be a trilogy.
No,
Hopefully not
they
immediate.
won't do immediate.
Not immediately, no.
Oh, not immediately. No, not after this one.
But you're right. I mean, Volkanovski wouldn't be that far off. He'd probably need to win.
He'd be like what, one win?
Yeah, depending. If Max Holloway beats the brakes off of him, then it might take a couple fights. But if he squeezes by a victory, which is what I think he's going to do, I think he's going to squeeze a unanimous decision out. I think Volkanovski just needs to win one other fight and look good, and then he can.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's Peter Yan,
Yep.
Jose Aldo. I think we've talked about this before, but I mean,
Who do you guys got?
I got Aldo, man. 34 fights to 15, and the experience. I don't think Peter Yan's overrated. I think he's up and coming. But if your biggest win is Uriah
Faber.
Yeah.
I mean, it was impressive. But
And Faber was, he was trying,
yeah, he's still
it
in
wasn't
there.
just like an immediate win.
Yeah.
Because you put
I'll say
Faber in
that.
there with somebody like Marias. I think Marias would have killed Faber.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, I think Aldo pulls it off too. I think
Too much experience, man.
I thought Jan at first, but I think I'm going back to Aldo too.
Yep.
But it's definitely a tough. I don't know if that age will play a factor.
What are
Aldo's
the
good, but
chances?
he does gas around the third round.
Aldo?
Yeah, because he
5
throws
rounds,
he
Aldo,
throws
you
so
better be
much
good.
he throws so much boxing combos now since he doesn't leg kick anymore.
I was gonna say
Which is crazy.
It seemed like if he could keep his conditioning, that it'd keep him in the fight a lot better.
100%. Yeah,
A lot better than because I feel like with the Mariah fight, he didn't seem to be losing steam too much
He didn't. He just quit throwing in the third.
in the third. Yeah.
Even though he still, I gotta go back and rewatch it because I went back and rewatched it. I thought Marias won it, but then my friend's he got outstruck, and I was like, how? I don't. Now I feel like I gotta go back and rewatch
You gotta
it.
watch it again.
Yeah, but it's just
I mean,
crazy.
I was the same, Tony. I thought Pewter just was on this tear, and he looks like just this little mini Terminator guy that's just probably gonna run over whoever he fights next to him. But I mean, Jose Aldo's Jose Aldo, man, and he looked good against Marlon. He looked really good. So I feel
I'll say with somebody like Jan, he doesn't really have a specialty. I would say, he just kind of pretty well rounded. I would call.
I think he has some heavy hands to him. He could definitely put people's lights out. It's just so I mean, Jose Aldo was doing that 145. I mean, can he?
Yeah. Right.
135. Now that he's kind of because bro, he looks like skeletons, man. He looks like
has Pidion lost first off?
Once. I don't remember who.
Did he
Not in
lose?
the UFC.
It wasn't in UFC.
UFC though, yeah, no.
Probably somebody in Russia that
His biggest win, in my opinion, is Jimmy Rivera. Biggest name, Uriah Faber. Biggest win, Jimmy Rivera.
How did he beat Rivera? I don't remember.
I believe a decision. I have to look it up. But Jimmy Rivera, he was on fire at one point, and I think what put him out was
Marias. I know. Marias,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
that
I mean,
switch kick of doom.
Okay, I think I asked Eric this, or Sheppy, probably a week or two ago. Who has a better switch kick? Or I think that was you, Josh.
You.
Yeah. Better switch kick.
I don't even remember.
or
Barbosa or Morai?
Resch.
Well, it's funny because like they like trained all the way up together through like for so long, so they probably thought that
Crazy.
bitch about the same.
Probably.
Yeah.
I thought
When
Barbosa might
Barboza
have had-
came, like he bought anywhere Barboza went, he was bringing Moraes with him, like when he was training and stuff like that. So they've been everywhere together.
I think you know what, I didn't even mention this as a factor for Barbosa, but Barbosa's bigger. So the fact that he's able to throw those leg kicks at 155 the way he does, might
45 now.
He might give him the edge over Marlon. But
now if he keeps losing these weird decisions.
Yeah, I don't see how that happened. And Dan Ige is getting Calvin Qatar after that, and I don't think
Calvin Qatar is probably gonna fuck him up.
Dude, he's so good.
I love Ige too. Like he's actually, I like seeing guys like get better over time.
Yeah.
Cater's nasty.
He's on a tear right now.
He lost his beat though, right?
Yeah, but it was a war. I feel like. Yeah. He did, but it was a war.
Zabit's got Yair next.
That was the one that
and
he was
also like.
This is Zabit's probably hardest challenge so far. Skater.
Zabit got to get his cardio right too, because all the fights I've been watching him in, he guesses in the third.
Well, that's what happened to him in Cater. That's why it got so close.
Yeah. The fact that he almost lost, he like Bokniak, like you can't gas against Bokniak, bro. You're supposed to be this elite special dude.
45 is stacked as well.
100%.
Yair's for real as well.
What do we think of? There's the two ladies fighting.
Yep.
There's also Rose Namajunas and Jessica Andrade fighting on the Fight Island
The
card.
he match.
So
we can't call it undeserved that Jessica Andrade won, but wow, we saw every single moment before that moment.
Oh
no, but it's like anybody. It's like a comeback knockout win though. Like as much as anybody will try to put it down, like speaking of Bellator, I think it was Patricio's like one or two fights ago he had where he was fighting a dude and the guy was like dogging him and he like backed up against the cage and then he just slips and knocks him out.
Yep.
Like and it's just like, and that's basically the same thing here. Like you can be losing, but you're not out of it.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Czech Congo and Pat Barry.
Yeah.
But granted, Rose Namajunas also just didn't like. All she had to do was let go. Hey, you're
no. She felt confident because she didn't get powerbombed the first time, and she got out of it.
Yeah.
Without taking damage. That second time, she was still cocky because she got out of it the first time.
Yeah. No. Let that shit
hurt.
Now,
watch.
Second thing is she's been out for a while, and she's got like all these like mental issues and back issues and all this other kind of stuff going on. Like I don't know if that's gonna play into how she fights in general.
Hopefully, and speaking of Pat Barry's her husband, ain't he?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we'll see. Because also remember Jessica Andrade, that beating she took from Wei Li, I guarantee took something out of her.
Yeah, but like nothing's gonna. I don't think anything would change Andrade's resolve. Like she's you're
right.
She's so like I'm gonna march forward. I'm gonna try to put hands on you type of girl. Like she's not gonna care. Like she's gonna do it again or try to do it. Obviously against Rose. We'll see. Because like Rose looked perfect in that first fight until she got powerbombed. Her boxing, her footwork. I mean, she was looking on some fucking next level shit. Like, but she got powerbombed.
She won that fight. I feel like so many super fights could have opened up for Rose.
Right, but I don't know if do you think she would do super fights like that?
I mean, Joanna's adventuring.
Joanna's different though. Joanna's like into that kind of shit. Like she's into like the ego and shit like that. I don't feel like Rose. Yeah,
Rose
wants is quiet.
Yeah.
Rose wants her belt back. Now she's gonna have to go through Wei Li, and I don't know how that's gonna look for her.
I think Wei Li beats her.
Yeah.
Good night.
And then the last female women's fight is going to be
the biggest free agent in the MMA community.
Paige Van Zandt versus Rivas.
Rivas is gonna kill her.
That's what I hear, and I think
Rivas is going to kill her.
Now we all know that when the UFC has free agents, they're very known for having you fight a tough fight as your.
They want you to lose on the way out. For sure.
They want to make sure your stock isn't nearly as high.
100%.
Now,
smart. I didn't think about that.